Stephanie Egger and Ailin Perez in the women's featherweight division. A short notice fight. Originally, we had Ailin Perez and Zara Fairn. I'm going to say it right now. Probably would have been one of my most confident picks of the card. I would have gone Ailin Perez by submission, round 1 or round 2. But now that we have Ailin Perez, Stephanie Egger, the fight has gone so much closer. I mean, Stephanie Egger is going to be a lot taller, or not that much taller, but a lot lengthier than Ailin Perez, moving from the bantamweight division to the featherweight division on short notice. She's got that UFC experience, beating girls like Shayna Young by TKO, Jessica Rose Clark with the armbar, Sinja Kiefer with the rear naked and things like that. I mean, she's been doing pretty good inside the UFC, only losing to girls that, use their wrestling or use their grappling to beat her in Mayra Bueno Silva and Tracy Cortez, which is why I think it's very interesting that the odds are the way that they are. The betting odds for this fight have Ailin Perez as a 2.5 to 1 underdog, plus 275. Stephanie Egger at minus 340. That is pretty insane if you ask me. The fight to go to a decision, they do not think this fight is going to go all the way. Personally, I think this is a very, very close fight. I am going to go Stephanie Egger to win the fight, but once I get into my confident picks video, she's not going to be very high onto the list. First off, Stephanie Egger's submission defense did not really look too good. She got the takedown pretty easily against Mayra Bueno Silva, then just got armbarred right after that. Ailin Perez has good wrestling, good submission skills, and things like that. So there's a good possibility if the fight does hit the mat, Ailin Perez does have the chance to latch onto a limb, latch onto the back of Stephanie Egger, and get a submission. But the reason I am still going to be going with Stephanie Egger to win the fight on this fight card, on short notice against Ailin Perez, is first off because she is going to have that judo advantage. If Ailin Perez is coming in looking for the takedowns, she's very good at shucking them off or just using her judo throws to get them off of her and get the fight back at range. I think Stephanie Egger will have the striking advantage here. She's a little bit taller than Ailin Perez, a little bit lengthier than Ailin Perez. She's a better striker than Ailin Perez as well, and I think that's what's going to be key here. If she doesn't have the striking advantage, if somehow Ailin Perez has improved so much since her last fight 2.5 months ago, then of course Stephanie Egger should go out there and just use her judo, get a throw, get the fight in the half guard, and just ground and pound for 3 straight rounds. But I'm not expecting a finish. I don't know why the odds are having it plus money to go to a decision. I do not expect a finish. Ailin Perez has never been finished in her MMA career. A lot of her wins are by TKO, which is something I don't think she's going to get a TKO on Stephanie Egger, because Stephanie is going to be looking for the submission on the ground, which is going to kind of mitigate the chances that Ailin Perez would get the finish there. And on the feet, I don't think either girl really has that power to knock out the other girl on the feet. So again, I don't know what's up with the odds to go to a decision being plus money, but I think the fight goes all the way, and I think Stephanie Egger wins 2 out of 3 of these rounds. She's going to be looking for the judo throws early on in the fight. Perez will be looking for submissions on the ground, looking to reverse, looking for some ground and pound. Round 1 is going to be a lot of scrambling and things like that. Round 2 and round 3, that's where I think Stephanie Egger will be mainly just striking Ailin Perez, and I'm going to go the short notice replacements, Stephanie Egger, to win this fight by a decision right there. I don't know, again, what are the odds on the decision? Let me check that one more time. Plus 110 over 2.5. Probably going to be like plus 130, plus 145 to go to a decision. Again, I don't really understand that, but that is my prediction. Stephanie Egger by a decision.